Our discussion start with isomerism. Isomerism in coordination compounds. You have studied about isomerism in organic compounds in 4th semester. That was about chain isomerism, position isomerism, function group isomerism, metamerism, tautomerism, and few more cases. But here, isomerism exists among the coordination complex, but they have different names compared to organic molecules. What's isomerism? The compounds having same molecular formula, but they have different property. Isomerism is a phenomenon in which compounds exhibit same molecular formula but different properties due to difference in the arrangement of atoms or structural variation. In coordination compounds, isomerism can be classified as structural isomerism and stereo isomerism. Structural isomerism can be subdivided as ionization isomerism, hydrate isomerism, linkage isomerism, coordination isomerism, coordination, position isomerism. These are 5 subclasses in structural isomerism. In stereoisomerism, they can be classified as geometrical isomerism and optical isomerism. We have to discuss each class separately and also in detail. We have to start with structural isomerism. Here molecules exhibit same molecular formula but they have different structural arrangement. Among structural isomers, the first and important one is ionization isomerism. These complexes have same molecular formula. Coordination compounds having same molecular formula, but they can produce different ions in solution. Different ions when dissolved in solution. Example, CEO NH3 5 times BrSO4. CEO NH3 5 times BrSO4. When dissolved in water can produce a coordination entity and counter ion. CO NH3 5 times Br2 plus, that is the coordination ion or coordination entity, and sulfate. So the free ions are this coordination complex, this coordinating ion and sulfate ion. But here molecular formula is same, only difference is that sulfate is inside the complex and bromine is counter ion. Here CONH3 5 times SO4 plus and Br minus are the 2 ions furnished in the solution. So actually this kind of isomerism is due to the exchange of ligands between coordination sphere and ionization sphere. Both Br minus and sulfate are ligands. But here when bromine is a ligand, Br minus is a ligand, sulfate is counter ion. When sulfate acts as ligand, Br minus is counter ion. So there is an exchange between these two ligands inside and outside the coordination sphere. Now we have a question, how to distinguish these two isomers in solution? If we use barium chloride solution, when we add barium chloride solution to both of the complexes, first complex can form white precipitate of barium sulfate. White precipitate of barium sulfate, because sulfate is free. But here sulfate is inside the complex, so no reaction with the barium 2+. So first complex give a white precipitate with barium chloride, while second complex do not form white precipitate with barium chloride. Instead of barium chloride, you can use AgNO3 also. If AgNO3 solution is added to first complex, the possible precipitate is Ag2SO4. But here you will get AgBr. So in second complex, you will get yellow precipitate, pale yellow precipitate of AgBr, but no yellow precipitate is formed in first case. So any one of the two compounds, either barium chloride or silver nitrate, can be used for the distinction of these two complexes. Now we come to second kind of structural isomerism, that is hydrate isomerism. Or in some textbook you can see that solvate isomerism. Both are same. Here there is a change, they have same molecular formula, but change is observed in the number of ligand molecules which act as number of solvent molecules which act as ligand. They have same molecular formula, but there is a variation in the number of solvent molecules which act as ligand. Here, when chromium chloride is added to water, there will be a formation of CrCl3 6H2O, that is a complex. In first complex, CrH2O 6 times Cl3. All the water molecules are inside the coordination sphere and all the chlorine are in counter ion. In second complex, one chlorine is coming to the coordination entity. So one water molecules get out of the coordination sphere or coming to ionization. So Cl, Cl2. In next step, one more Cl is coming, then Cl2. Water again decreases from 5 to 4. Again water decreases to 3, then third chlorine also entering. These all four complexes have the same molecular formula. 1 chromium, 3 chlorine, 6 water. But they have different number of ions in solution. When first complex is ionized, we will get CrH2O 6 times 3 plus 3Cl minus. When second compound is ionized, CrH2O 5 times Cl 2 plus 2Cl minus. Water molecule is solvent, it will not undergo ionization. CrH2O 4 times Cl2 plus Cl minus. Fourth one, there is no ionization, no ions are formed. So here we have totally 4 ions, 1 complex ion and 3 Cl minus. Here 1 complex and 2 Cl minus. Here 1 complex and 1 Cl minus. 2 ions. Here no ion. So the distinction of these 4 molecules, 4 complexes, can be done using conductometric titration. Conductometric titration is purely based on the number of free ions in the solution. As the number of ions in solution increases, conductance also increases. So this complex will conduct maximum, then conductivity decreases and this solution does not have conductivity in appreciable level due to the absence of sufficient number of ions. So conductivity measurement or conductometric measurements can be used for the distinction of the isomers. One chemical method is also available. What is the chemical method? When we add silver nitrate solution, when we add excess of silver nitrate solution, here you will get white precipitate of AgCl. Here also you have AgCl. Here also you have AgCl. But here you have 3 moles of AgCl. Here only 2 moles. Here only 1 mole of AgCl. So from the amount of AgCl precipitated, we can distinguish between the isomers. That is the chemical method. The first one, conductometric titration, was another method used for the distinction of the isomers. That is the physical method. Linkage isomerism is the third one in structural isomerism. Here they have same molecular formula, but due to the presence of ambidentate ligand, there is a difference in the linking atom. So, to exhibit this kind of isomerism, there should be at least one ambidentate ligand. There should be at least one ambidentate ligand. You can see CONH3 5 times NO2Cl2. Here, nitrogen coordinate with cobalt. The same complex CONH3 5 times NO2 can be written as ONO. Here oxygen coordinate with cobalt. So there is a difference between the two. CONH3 5 times NO2. When we draw the structure of complex, it is a hexa coordinated NH3 NO2. Two plus, because 2 Cl minus ions are in counter ion, it will have a 2 plus charge. In second case, CO NH3 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 ONO 2 plus. Here cobalt bond with nitrogen, here cobalt bond with oxygen. So these are linkage isomerism due to the difference in the linking atom of ambidentate ligand. So to exhibit this kind of isomerism, there should be at least one ambidentate ligand in the complex. That is the minimum condition for exhibiting this kind of isomerism. And again we have a question how to distinguish between these two isomers. Normally IR spectrometry can be used. IR spectrometry can be used for the distinction, because vibration frequency of cobalt nitrogen bond and cobalt oxygen bond are different. From the IR spectrum, it is possible to distinguish between them. That is linkage isomerism. And fourth one is coordination isomerism. Coordination isomerism. They have same molecular formula, but they differ in the distribution of ligands in cationic and anionic part. To exhibit this kind of isomerism, the one condition is that both cation and anion should be in complex. Both cation and anion in complex. So far we have discussed only complexes having one coordination sphere, one coordination simple ion, coordination simple ion. Here also we have one coordination sphere, second one is simple ion, but in this case you should have both cation and anion as complexes. Only for such complexes we can expect this kind of isomerism. It is due to the exchange of ligands between cation and anion. Exchange of ligand between cation and anion. You have to see the example. We have the example CO NH3 6 times, that is cation, and in anion we have Cr Cn 6 times. Okay. And in second complex, ligand can be exchanged. Cyanide will come to first sphere and ammonia will go to second sphere. Then you will have the arrangement like this: CO Cn 6 times and Cr NH3 6 times. By definition, it is the second structure, but it is wrong. We have to write it as CrNH3 6 times and CO Cn 6 times. This is correct. This is also correct. So second isomer of this compound is this one. This is a wrong representation. So from seeing this structure, you may have a feeling that ligands are not exchanged. Actually, metal ion is exchanged. Here cobalt and chromium, here chromium and cobalt. So actually, which is displaced? Metal is displaced. But in definition, we are saying that ligand is exchanged. That is the main reason for this kind of isomerism. So you can see how it happened. This was the first compound. This is actually the second compound, which is observed, which is formed by the exchange of ligand. That is okay and correct. But the problem is that when we write an inorganic complex, cation should be written first. Then only we have option for anion. In this complex, total charge is -6. Ammonia 0, 6 cyanide -6. So there should be +3 for cobalt and +3 for chromium. Okay. +6 is the total positive charge on both cations. So +3 for cobalt and +3 for chromium. So what is the charge of this entity? +3 of cobalt +0 of ammonia, total +3. Here +3 of chromium and -6 of cyanide. So -3 is the total charge. So we can say that it is cation and it is anion because it is negatively charged. But here cobalt is +3, chromium is +3, cyanide is -6, ammonia is 0. -3 plus -6 -3. Here it is +3. So anion is coming first and cation is coming second. That is wrong in coordination compounds. So we are simply writing this cation first and anion second. So in real practice, ligands are exchanged. But when writing the formula, you have to place cation at first and anion in the second place. So you may have a misfeeling that the metals have exchanged instead of ligand. That is not correct. Really, we have exchanged ligands. But when writing the formula, you have to keep cation first and anion second. Okay. Now we have other kind of isomerism, that is coordination position isomerism. This is another class of coordination isomerism which is exhibited by complexes having bridging ligands. Bridging ligands. This is due to the difference in the distribution of ligands on either side of the metal. Here we have 4 ammonia here. Here 2 ammonia and 2 chlorine. In second compound, you can write it as CO, OH, OH, CO, NH3, TriCl, NH3, TriCl. What actually happened? One ammonia is coming to this side and chlorine is coming to this side. Ammonia 4. From the 4 ammonia, 1 is going to right side. Then 2 become 3. Chlorine exchanged to this side. That is chlorine here. This is the second isomer. Okay. So it is due to the difference in the distribution of ligands on either side of the metal. Here left side is 4 ammonia, right is 2. Here left is 3 and right is 3, not 2. Write is 3. This is the 5 classes of structural isomerism in coordination compounds. Now we have to see stereoisomerism. Stereoisomerism is due to the difference in the spatial arrangement of ligand atoms around the central metal ion. There is no difference in the structural difference or difference in the bonding. Bonding is all are same in all the isomers, but there is a difference in the spatial arrangement. In stereoisomerism, we have first geometrical isomerism. Geometrical isomerism is also known as cis-trans isomerism. What is a geometrical isomerism in square planar complex. Square planar complexes have normally coordination number of 4. In stereoisomerism, you have some general formula like Ma to B2, Ma to BC, MABCD, MAB twice, and so on. Any molecule which come in this formula can do that particular isomerism. So, firstly, we have to see geometrical isomerism in square planar complexes. First formula is Ma2B2 square M A2 B2. Second one is M A2 B2. Here A and A are in the same side, then it is cis isomer. Here A and A are in opposite, that is trans isomer. Here we have M central metal A, that is a monodentate ligand which is 2 in number. B is another monodentate ligand which are also 2 in number. So Ma2B2, totally 4 ligands, 2 are same, other 2 are same. Example, PTNH3 twice Cl2, PTNH3 twice Cl2. Then what come is that instead of M you can write PT. AA, instead of A and A, what to write? NH3, NH3. Here in the position of B and B, you can write Cl and Cl. Here, one ammonia here, one ammonia here. Cl is here and Cl is here. That is PTNH3 twice Cl2. Ma2B2. Show geometrical isomers. The next one is Ma2BC. In Ma2BC you can draw M A2BC. Second one M A2BC. A and A are on the same side, then it is cis. A and A are in opposite side, that is trans. Example, PT NH3 twice BrCl. Here 2 ammonia molecules, that is A2. Br, that is B. Cl, that is C. So if you draw it, it will be like this. M NH3 NH3 ClBr. NH3 NH3, they are opposite, ClBr. NH3 and NH3 same, then it is cis. Here it is opposite, then it is trans. This is Ma2Bc. Then it is MABCD. Here we have 4 different monodentate ligands. 4 different monodentate ligands. A, D, B, C, D. All are different. NH3, NH2H, ClBr. That are 4 kinds of ligands. NH2OH is a single ligand. NH2 and OH are not separate. This is hydroxylamine. That is a single ligand. So, M. M, A, B, C, D. In a structure, you have to keep A in the same position. But B, C and D are rotated through 90 degrees. Then B come to this position, C come to this position, and D come here. In third is also A is there. Again rotate, D here, B here, C here. When it is again rotated, we will get the first structure. So here we have 4 structures. Here cis-trans kind of naming is somewhat difficult because there is no similar ligands to say whether it is cis or trans. In previous cases, here 2 ligands are same. Here also 2 ligands were same, but here there is no common ligands. So we can say C trans to A, B trans to A, D trans to A. That are the 3 kinds of ligands. You can draw the picture of this example also here. You draw it in examination. In addition to the general formula, we are expecting the real example also. Then third one is MAB twice. MAB twice. Where AB is a bidentate ligand and also unsymmetrical bidentate. In the discussion about ligands, we have seen 2 kinds of ligands, symmetrical bidentate and unsymmetrical bidentate. Here you should have unsymmetrical bidentate. Example PTGLY twice. Biglycinate of platinum 2. Again you just draw square, platinum at the center. What is glycine? CH2 COO minus NH2, that is glycinate. So NH2 CH2 COO. This is one. Second glycinate, NH2 CH2 C double bond O. Here NH2 and NH2 are on the same side. Then it is cis. In second structure, you just put platinum at the center. Here NH2 CH2 C double bond O. O C double bond O CH2 NH2. Here NH2 and NH2 are on the opposite side. Then it is trans. It is cis. These are 2 kinds of isomers in MAB twice, where AB is unsymmetrical bidentate ligand. Linking atoms are nitrogen one side, oxygen other side. They are unsymmetric. ethylene diamine, that is symmetrical ligand, cannot answer this kind of isomerism. With this we come to the end of geometrical isomerism in geometrical isomerism in square planar complexes. Now we have to see the geometrical isomerism in octahedral complexes. Octahedral complexes have 6 ligands around the central metal ion. So general formula is Ma for B2 or Ma2B4. Only one condition is that one ligand 4 in number and other ligand 2 in number, and all of them should be monodentate ligand. So you should have 6 monodentate ligands of 2 kinds. One kind in 4 number and second kind in 2 number. CO NH3 4 times Cl2, A4 B2. That is example. How to draw? This is M A A4 B2. M A4 B2. Here B and B are on the opposite side, adjacent to each other, so it is cis. B and B are opposite, then it is trans isomer. So to distinguish between cis and trans, you should take the ligand which is less in number. Here B is less in number, there are 2 in number, so B and B adjacent, we can say it as cis, and here B and B and opposite, then it is trans. If you take A and A is opposite, so we cannot say it as trans, because naming is based on the ligand having less number. So it is B and B adjacent and it is cis. For this example, we have to put cobalt here, then chlorine and chlorine, ammonia, put the bracket, and this charge should be on the top. Similarly, you have to draw this kind of trans isomer also for this complex. While writing the notes, you complete this also. Now next one is Ma3B3. That is also geometrical isomerism. Ma3B3. M A 3 B 3. Here A 3 B 3. In first one all the 3 A's are in neighboring position, so it is cis, and here there is no continuity. A after that you have a B, then A again B, so it is trans. Instead of cis and trans, here we have to use facial isomer and meridional isomer. Simply we can call it as mer isomer. It is fake isomer. Why it is facial? When we draw the lines, you can see that all the 3 A's, this A and this A, they are in the same face of this octahedron. Similarly, B. B's are also in same phase. So it is facial isomer. But here 3 B's are in meridian. Meridian means the central plane. So it is meridional isomer. So instead of cis and trans, it is better to use FEC and MER isomer in Ma3B3. Example, CO-A3 is a monodentate ligand thrice, another monodentate ligand thrice, that is CONH3 thrice Cl3. Then MAA twice B2. MAA twice B2. AA is a symmetrical bidentate ligand. Symmetrical bidentate ligand. Example, ethylene diamine. CO En twice. En means ethylene diamine twice. Cl2 instead of B2. Again draw it. Octahedron. MAA B2. AA is a bidentate ligand. So they can bind two positions at the same time. One position here, one is here. Here another AA, they can be here and here. Here B and B are opposite. AA bind to this two position, other AA bind to this two position. B and B adjacent, cis. B and B opposite, trans. Okay, these are two different isomers, especially geometrical isomers in octahedral complexes. Before that we completed square planar complexes also. Then we have to see optical isomerism. Optical isomerism. MAA thrice. Optical isomerism can be shown by that complexes which do not have non-superimposable, do not have superimposable mirror images, or they should have non-superimposable mirror image. They should have non-superimposable mirror image. In organic chemistry, for exhibiting optical isomerism, you had one condition of chirality. But chirality cannot be checked in coordination compounds. Here there is no carbon, so there is no chirality. So you have to check whether the object and images are superimposable or not. If non-superimposable, they are optically active, otherwise they are inactive. MAA thrice, you just draw it. MAA thrice. AA means a bidentate ligand, 3 times. AA. And you just draw mirror image of this one. In mirror image, where the positions of ligands are actually comes, you just imagine M is at the center, this AA will come here. In mirror, it is reflected here. This one reflect here. This one reflect here. When it is placed above it, they will never superimpose to each other. This AA will come here. This AA will come here. This will go this side. So they will never superimpose to each other. So they are optically active. This kind of examples. Any complex coming to this formula, general formula, will show optical isomerism in octahedral complex. Other one is MAA twice B2. MAA twice B2. M A twice B2. Its mirror image. M. This B will be here. B here. A. This one come in this side, in the mirror. This is the mirror image of this structure. They will not superimpose to each other. When this is placed above it, this B will come here. So there is no superimposable mirror images. So they are also active, optically active. They are optically active. This is cis form. B and B are identical. B and B are adjacent. So it is cis form. So MAA twice B2, cis form is optically active. Now we have to see the transform also. Now see the transform of MAA twice B2, AA, B and B. B and B are opposite. Then it is transform. Here in mirror plane, you can see B and B here. AA here. This AA will be here, and this will go in the opposite side. When it is placed above this one, B will superimpose, this B will superimpose, this AA superimpose, and this AA superimpose here. So they are superimposable mirror images. So they are optically inactive. So in this formula, you have to remember that cis isomer is optically active, trans isomer is optically inactive. Example, COEN twice Cl2 plus. You can draw the structure for this isomer also, this complex also. Next one is MAAB2C2. MAAB2C2. Again draw it. This is for mirror image. There is B2, C2, AA. In mirror image B and B, CC, AA. It will never superimpose to each other. They are so non-superimposable mirror images. So they are optically active. Example, CO, AA means EN, Cl2, Br2. Then charge should be -1. Charge should be -1. Then only total oxidation number of cobalt become +3. So you have to put here the charge so as to get cobalt as the oxidation number of +3. So we have completed isomerism in coordination compounds, both structural and stereo. So isomerism classified as structural and stereo. In structural isomerism, ionization isomerism, hydrate isomerism, linkage isomerism, coordination isomerism, coordination position isomerism. Ionization, exchange of ligand between coordination sphere and ionization sphere. Hydrate, difference in the number of solvent molecules as ligands. Linkage is due to the presence of ambidentate ligand. Coordination is possible only when both coordination, cation and anion are in coordination. Coordination position is exhibited by those complexes having bridging ligands. In structural isomerism, we have geometrical isomerism and optical isomerism. Geometrical isomerism in square planar complex, also in octahedral complex. Optical is possible only in octahedral complex because due to the presence of plane of symmetry, square planar complexes cannot exhibit optical isomerism due to the presence of plane of symmetry. Any kind of symmetry will resist optical isomerism. So, square planar complexes have plane of symmetry, so they have no capacity to exhibit optical isomerism. That can be expected from octahedral complex only. In square planar complex, we had Ma2B2, Ma2BC, MABCD, MAB twice, AB twice. In octahedral complex, Ma4B2 or Ma2B4, A3B3, facial and meridional, AA twice B2. In octahedral complex of optical isomerism, MAA thrice, MAA twice B2, but cis form only, transform is optically inactive. Then MAA B2C2. You have to by heart this table. Then you will get all the complexes having a particular kind of isomerism. So I think you have completely understood what is isomerism in coordination compounds. Thank you. Thank you, students.